Hey shooters, it's the Gun Baker again. I want to do one more follow-up video with my Palmetto State Armory dagger. I've solved the height issue, shooting high. I found the front sight post I've been looking for that matches my Trigicon HD sights. Now, the easy answer to that is genius. Of course, that's why you're shooting high. Because I was using the Trigicon HD rear sight and the factory front sight. Well, the truth is, I was shooting high with this pistol before I Cerakoted and put those rear sights on. So I was shooting 3 inches high at 12 yards before. But putting this taller front sight post on made the difference. Now I don't know how much you can tell. You probably can't, but it is taller. There's no question about it than the factory Palmetto State one. But before I actually found this, I started tinkering with some other stuff, and what I have here is a couple things. So right here is a factory front sight post for any Glock pistol, probably any generation, and this one right here is the Palmetto State Armory front sight post. They're identical in height, it appears to me. I know that these are metal. They're a little bit larger body. I definitely would prefer the Palmetto State one versus the factory Glock plastic one, but as you can see, they're identical in height. Well, over here is the same or similar, right? So this is the Palmetto State Armory rear sight that came with the pistol, and here's a factory Glock rear sight. So if these are going to be the same height as the factory Glock stuff, you would anticipate that these are also the same. But in my particular case, it isn't. I don't know how well you can see that, or if my phone's going to focus, but the notch in the Glock sight is higher. Now, I guess it doesn't always necessarily mean the notch is the end-all be-all, because a lot of people go off the top. It's difficult for me to say if one is taller than the other, but the notch certainly is higher off the ground. I don't know if that's my issue, but it sure appears to be that. Now, maybe people can shoot point of aim, point of impact that's different. Maybe people can do a 6 o'clock holdover. I'm not going to prescribe to that. I've got a plethora of weapon systems, and I want point of aim, point of impact to be consistent through everything. I know that Glock occasionally changes their height of these front sight posts. At least that's what I've been told. So, and I've been told that the shorter the pistol, the taller the height is. So I grabbed my wife's Glock 26. It's a Gen 5, and she also has a Glock 48, fellas. So don't dig me on that. She's just a southpaw, and as a southpaw, she prefers the ambidextrous slide release. But I took this front sight post off and compared it to the factory one from the Palmetto State Armory pistol, and they're identical as well in height, anyways. So I'm not a sight expert. What I can tell you is the Trigicon HD one is taller. It lines up correctly. My point of aim, point of impact is correct. So anyway, solved my issue. I had 100% reliability with it. I went, this was my group. It's not perfect, but obviously it's not super high as it was either yesterday. So I'm going to go back down to the steel range, plink some steel, and enjoy this thing. So now that it's hitting pretty much where I'm aiming for. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, I would say ask, but I'm not the expert here. I just solved one minor issue with my particular setup here. So I tried to call Palmetto State this morning. I used their chat feature that's on their website. I actually did it twice to see if they could tell me the height of the factory front sight, and their tech guru wasn't in, so they weren't able to get back to me, but it's kind of irrelevant now because I've solved the issue. But big fan of the dagger. Now that it's running exactly like I expected it to. Excellent job by Palmetto State. As far as the light is concerned, I'm probably going to buy that Olight Valkyrie. I'm not going to buy something with a laser. I don't prescribe to that. I think if you're focusing on a laser, you're not focusing on your front sight post, and that's a habit that I don't really want to um, screw up. So, with that being said, I will get a light. I'm going to have Paul at Flex Hard Holsters in Topeka get me a Kydex made for it, and then I might do an update or not. Depends on if people really care that much. People are mostly interested in the reviews of these pistols because it's new and it's awesome. So keep up the good work through Palmetto, and until next time, guys, take care, be safe.